James, what was the name of the guy that I interviewed, the black guy I interviewed on this show? It was this week.
Yeah, it was Phil Advise of the Advise Show.
So I interviewed Phil Advise of
Monday.
the Advise Show on Monday.
The 18th, first hour.
I had never heard of Phil Advise before you told me about him. Is that right?
That's true.
Yeah, I never heard of him before. So I interviewed the guy. It was a fun interview.
Yeah, it was.
At least for me, it was fun. And so
a little surprising.
a
little surprising because he was remarkably kind of shallow. It was like a man with a boy.
Ooh.
A petulant boy.
And the reason you brought this guy on is why did you bring him on?
Well, what
Advise.
really prompted me to bring him on was I was surprised because I came across an old video, back during the Sean Hannity thing when you went on Sean Hannity with that lawyer Leo Terrell.
Right.
And you were defending the South Carolina officer, not defending him, but
Right.
defending. You were defending him. You were saying he should be innocent unless proven guilty. The officer who shot Walter Scott in the back.
Right.
And so he called you a coon. He said that you're in the coon crew, whatever.
And see, I didn't know he had, because I never heard of him. So you saw this.
I came across it.
Okay.
And I'd seen him before. I liked him fine.
Right.
He seemed like an all right guy. And so that made me want to get him on the show. Wanted to talk about manhood and race and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, family.
And so he came on, and we had a good time.
Yeah, you had a good time. He was wiped out afterwards.
Oh, yeah, because he did a little...
He went on Periscope right after the show and was like, I'm going to talk to my business partner, and we're no longer going to do any interviews unless we really vet them and make sure the interviewer asks good questions. He was asking, meaning you, were asking stupid questions or something like that.
And so we put the YouTube video out there on my YouTube channel.
Yep.
And did he post it on his channel too?
He did.
Okay.
Yep.
He did. And then another black guy picked it up. And who was that?
This guy whom you've had on the show before named Tommy Sotomayor.
Oh, yes.
And he's a black guy. It's kind of a Hispanic last name. But anyways, he was quite amused. And little did we know, Tommy Sotomayor has a beef with this guy, Phil Advise.
Right. I had no idea. They were fighting amongst themselves.
I thought that they were all on the same team and happy.
Yeah, well, I didn't know the other guy, and I know Tommy because he'd been on the show.
Yeah.
But they have a personal issue going on with each other. And so as a result of that, Tommy posted the interview I did with Phil.
Uh-huh.
And then Tommy had his own commentary before he put it out there.
That's right.
Which was so funny. And what did you think about the commentary?
I thought it was his honest opinion, and he was trying to be like, no disrespect, Jesse. I feel like he likes you, but he doesn't respect you.
I didn't know that
because he's into this intelligence thing.
Well, I didn't know. I don't know a lot about the guy except I interviewed him twice.
Yeah,
Tommy guy, but I didn't know he was so shallow though.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Yeah, I know he seemed to be intellectually smart, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as worldly stuff.
Yeah.
But when it comes to real stuff, real life, real answers, he's shallow.
Yeah, he thinks that your questions are stupid just because I think he doesn't comprehend. Well, he obviously doesn't comprehend where you're coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised because the wisdom of God is not given to idiots. Is that right?
Yeah. Tommy said that you were a religious nut.
Right.
And he said that your questions were stupid.
Right.
But you destroyed Phil Advise. But he went off on your questions. He said that your assertions and questions were weird and stupid, and
he didn't even understand the question of asking Phil if he was a man or not.
Yeah.
He thought that was a silly question.
Right.
And then he got on field about the way he responded to the question.
Yeah.
But I thought it was so funny the way he talked about me. I was like cracking up.
He said, "You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer."
That's what was so funny because that's true.
Yeah. He said, "Jesse, no disrespect, Jesse Lee, but you're kind of an idiot."
I always say that about myself. I really know nothing. I'm surprised at my life.
Uh-huh.
But it was just funny the way he presented it. But I now realize he has a beef with Phil, and so he kind of using me to get at Phil.
He went off for 20 minutes on this video.
Yeah, it's not like he loved me.
Yeah.
He just hate Phil.
He called it a battle of slow wits and bad lisps. He said it was like Porky Pig debating Elmer Fudd.
That's funny. He should be a comedian.
Yeah.
No, but it was funny. And I tell you guys and ladies about this because you have to realize when you are serious about representing the truth, the world, the children of evil is going to go after you, the children of the lie. And they can't prove you wrong about anything, so they do personal attacks and things like that. Not knowing that when you enter the kingdom of heaven within, that personal attacks don't bother you at all because anyone who is affected by a personal attack or personal attacks are still of their father, the devil, because it's all ego. And when people call you names, they're only doing it to hurt you, to bring you down, to get you to overreact. But they're so blind, they don't know that you don't care about the personal attack. You see that it's of evil. And plus, you know yourself anyway. One thing about entering into the kingdom of God is that you have self-awareness. You know yourself, the physical and the spiritual. You know yourself, so your enemies can't hurt you. It's something that God set up for you. But it was funny.
Yeah, if people want to see that original interview with Phil Advise, it's Monday, January 18th, hour 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they can go to our
I think
YouTube
it was
channel.
Monday. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. That was Tuesday, first hour, the 19th.
Tuesday, January 19th.
Yeah.
Not Monday.
Correct.
With Phil. I interviewed him.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that Phil didn't have any answers or he was afraid to answer.
Yeah, I was surprised how shallow and easily flustered he was.
Yeah.
He was dodging every question.
I know. Wouldn't even answer the questions.
And then he totally copied your answer. And that's what makes me kind of believe Tommy's beef with him. That you said, what is a man? A man is a male who loves God with all his heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else.
Yeah.
And then you said, what does it mean to be a Christian? Or something like that. And he said, to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And you're like, you just copied what I said. And then he got mad. And Tommy's whole beef with him is that he ripped off Tommy's show and then tried to shut Tommy down.
Is that true?
I don't know.
How
but
do
it
you
makes
rip off another person's show?
Well, he copies all the lines that I guess Tommy has a bunch of cute slogan lines that he says about blacks and women and stuff like that.
And so he says the same thing.
He's basically copying everything about his show.
And we don't know if that's true or not. This is according to Tommy.
Correct.
Okay.
But he copied exactly what you said and tried to play it off.